back to the Diabetic Diet Show. Today's show is ground turkey and pasta. It's show number 175. We also have currants, and as an option you could use peppers, red pepper flakes, if you want to hotten this up a little bit. I'm going to start out with 10 ounces of ground turkey. So that's what this looks like. Next, we have garlic, cloves, then we have our capers and our currants. Capers are little salty things, currants are raisins, and then we have tomato paste or tomato sauce, and then we have a francese cream, which could just be sour cream. And then we have next our cheese. Now for cheese, you can do this a few different ways. One way is to get out your block grater with a whole great big block of cheese. And the other is to use a Parmesan. Now this is going to have salt and stuff like that, and that's probably not all that great for you, as opposed to doing your own and grating it yourself. Parmesan, pecorino, maybe both together would be really, really, really good. Okay, let's see how that fits through there. Good place to store that, right, while I'm working. Now, you can also get the bags, so if you get the bags of the Parmesan cheese, you can use that as well. And we need some black pepper, which my black pepper happens to be with garlic, and some nutmeg, just a little bit of nutmeg. Now I've measured all this out, and you can find all of these measurements right below the show here on YouTube, where it says more about the show and how much ginger I use and all that kind of stuff. Or if you want, you can go to my website, which is jamestdds.blogspot.com. And before I get cooking here and forget, hit that subscribe button in the lower right hand corner. Help me with my drive to get 1,000 subscribers. And also, if you want, hit that bell next to my name, and then you'll get notified when we drop in new videos. So we're going to start out. So I have a 1/4 cup of water and my currants. I'm just going to put my currants in here just like that, so that they soak and they rehydrate, because they're dehydrated grapes, raisins, that's what they are. Okay, let's put that up here and we'll just watch it, see what it does. The pasta takes a long time to boil, so you want to get that started first. So I went ahead and got it boiling, and this particular pasta I set for about 12 minutes, and then I'm going to drain it. I'm going to set it right like that to drain, and I'm going to save that water because I'll probably end up using it later. Now that we have that done, let's do our garlic. So for the garlic, I'm going to knock the ends off the garlic, just like that. There we go. Now I've been cheating lately in shredding these. Put that in here, lid on it, and let's give that a good shake. Or at least loosen it up. See how it comes right off? It's great. Works well. Swell, as Clint Eastwood used to say. Got that. And then we got the grinder. I charged it. This one's battery operated, so I made sure it was charged earlier. And we just put it together. And it charged just like that. Let's turn on the burner. Remove the lid for now. Let's put some oil in here, and we'll get this pan hot, a couple of turns plus. You know me, I like a lot of olive oil. I even ordered some more and it's coming in a few days. Turkey now. Let's cut this open. The pan is getting hot and the oil is starting to smoke. So let's go ahead and put in our capers and our currants. I'm saving the water. Now you know adding these wet currants in here is going to lower the temperature. It's going to take it a minute to come back up to temperature. At least now we got something in there we can hear it sizzling so we know it's working. Now let's put in our spices. A little sprinkle. I like to have this kind of evenly sprinkled. And some tomato paste. Stir this up really good. Now some salt and pepper. Just salt and pepper in the base here, and then I'm going to put in the pork. Careful this don't splatter on you. Now I'm going to leave that sit for a minute, and I'm going to put my garlic and some water in. So I'm going to give it, this is the water that I need right here. Just a little bit. Just like this. Let's just do that. Okay, so the water's on top. Now that that's on top, I want my garlic. Okay, so you'll notice I put my garlic on top so that it doesn't burn. Let's take out the little grinder thing so it doesn't burn. Now you have to cover this. It's going to take probably 12 minutes to cook. But you want to just keep an eye on it, break it up, stuff like that. So let's leave that go. Here's a great little side dish. So I just used my pasta strainer and I just gave a quick rinse to a yellow pepper. I have some celery here. I just broke it in half so that it'll fit in here. Here's a green onion, and then I have some carrots. Now the carrots, you don't have to do too much to those because they were already sliced. I cheated and bought them sliced. Sometimes I get stuff that way. Look at the carrots. If there's anything you don't like, you get part of an end or something. Kind of have to visually dump those. There we go. Okay, now let's just aside for the moment. Celery. Knock off the ends. Zoom down the center. Keep the tip of the knife down on the board. I like to put my finger on here, my hand this way. I do it. I feel like I get the most control of the knife that way. Some people would tell you to bring your hand up here where it's balanced. I just almost tagged my finger there. I actually felt the knife touch my finger. See, because I'm not used to doing that. So, toe down on the board. Sawing motion. And they say don't bring the knife up higher than your finger. Keep it down on the board. Knock the end off. Up here a little bit, a few for each one since there's two of us. I'm just kind of making two bowls right away. rid of that centerpiece. I don't use it. I'm going to save this, and I'm going to use this to sprinkle on top of my pasta. So, there we go. Now, let's talk about vinegar and oil. So, with vinegar and oil, we want twice as much oil as we do vinegar. And there you have it. There is a quick salad to go with your pasta. Super healthy. It's been almost time. I let it go for about 12 minutes. These pan lids are hot, so you gotta watch that. This looks absolutely delicious. And if it's too thick, you can add some water. We tend to like our pasta sauce thick. That's why I prefer to use paste rather than sauce. But you do want to make sure that your turkey is thoroughly cooked. So to do that, you just pull one of these out like this. Ah, that's hot. Just came out of a hot pan. Imagine that, it's hot. Wonder why I'm burning my fingers, Barb. I probably could read it, but I'll put on my glasses just to be sure. 196. Do you think that's why I burnt my fingers? You know, in case you don't know, your fingers are about 100 degrees, so that was twice as hot as your fingers are supposed to be. Except for Barb, her fingers are probably really hot because she's smoking hot. Alright, now look at this. Here we go. Now there's water here from the pasta in case you need it. That's where I saved a little bit of it. So just in case if you need it, let's turn this burner off here. Matter of fact, we'll go ahead and pull it off the burner. Just pull this out here. This is a marble material so we can withstand the heat. I'm just going to flip these over, just like this. Work it in, and this will help it to cool now because it's already cooked, and obviously 196 is too hot to eat. So then I have cream, sour cream, cream cheese, whatever you want to use, just like that. Mix that in, that's for sure. And then you want to put your cheese on top that I've grated. And I like cheese, so I've grated it, eh? There's your cheese. Very good. And a little bit of salt. Let's not go crazy. We already salted earlier, but pepper's okay, as much as you want. And you know, you can use the shiitake peppers, you can use the jalapenos. If you're my son, you got to use the red pepper flakes. I think he puts red pepper flakes on everything. Well, let's go ahead and serve this up, see what it looks like. Big spoonful, just like this. Just drop this in here. This one's going to be for Barb. I got to give it to Barb first. She deserves it. She's been the floor manager for this show. And zoom in, take a look at this. How about that? Thanks for watching. See you next time. Goodbye for now.